Hey, it's Michelle coming to you with some kitchen inspiration. I had some chicken breasts. Wasn't sure what I want to do with them. And then I spotted this tub of the garlic and herb alouette cheese in my fridge. And I thought, I'm going to make it stuffed chicken breasts. So I thought I would share that with you. So I've got my 12-inch non-stick stainless skillet on the stovetop here. I put some olive oil in it. I'm going to heat it up in a minute or so. The stainless skillets, there's a brand new one which has it's deeper than this one. This is about 2 inches deep. That one's 3 inches deep. It has two handles. That plus the 10-inch just like this and the new saucepan are on special for my November and December hosts. This is my favorite pan in my kitchen. I should have shown you the bottom before it was put on the stovetop. But you can see the inside of this. I've had it for, I don't know, 12 to 15 years. We use it constantly. It's still in terrific shape. I love these pans. So if you've ever new pots and pans, this is the time to do it. 60% off to get these new pans. And you are going to be so incredibly happy with them. I can't believe how much we like ours. Okay, so the first thing I did was I grabbed a giant chicken breast. So if you don't have giant ones, grab two. And I got a piece of plastic wrap just to keep from making a giant mess in my kitchen. You don't have to do the plastic wrap. This is my meat tenderizer, and I'm gonna pound the meat because I want it to be thin, evenly thin. You could slice it instead, but I like to pound it because it tenderizes it and it really makes it taste so much better. I think there's a huge difference in the taste when you pound it. Sometimes I'm in a big hurry and I just slice, but I'm always sorry. I'm always like, why didn't I just pound? Okay, got that. Now that I kind of tortured this chicken, we're gonna flip it upside down. Probably over pounded it, but I want it to be real thin because of how I'm gonna work on it. Doesn't matter if it has holes. Whoops, losing it off the cutting board here. Okay, let me just get rid of that. All right, so now I'm just gonna cut this into pieces. It kind of naturally did that anyway. Okay, so I got my small stainless scoop and I'm gonna take scoops of this cheese and I'm gonna be careful not to touch it to this, though I am gonna use the rest for the gravy, so it doesn't really make that much difference. And all right, I might need a little bit more here. This isn't an exact recipe. I'm kind of making it up as I go along, so we get what we get. Okay, so now I got my all-purpose spreader, and I'm just gonna kind of spread this out. I should have let the cheese sit out for a little bit longer because it's kind of hard. Would have been easier to do if it was soft. You could also microwave your cheese for 20 seconds or something. I should have done that, but I didn't. But like I said, I'm kind of going off the cuff here. So you get what you get when you do that. All right, spreading this cheese out because we're gonna roll these up, and I just realized I forgot to cut my strings. So I'm gonna do that in a minute. I feel like this one needs a little bit more cheese. Doesn't quite have enough. Doesn't have as much as the rest has. Not sure why that is. Okay. All right, now that I got that spread out, let me just wash my hands because I've got some string. If you don't have string, you could also use toothpicks, okay? But I'm using string. I just think it's easier. But either way, you're gonna take it off before you eat it. You're gonna either remove the toothpicks or remove the string, okay? And I'm using my these are called the kitchen shears, and they're the ones that come apart like this, so they're easy to clean. They are not dishwasher safe, so hand wash them, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna roll these chicken breasts up, and I have some bacon, which is not cooked. Oops, let me turn the stove on. I had to defrost it in the microwave because it was in my freezer, you know, half a package of bacon from a previous recipe. All right, so we're gonna roll the string around here, kind of tie them up as well as you can. I'm never good at this part. Maybe you guys would do it better than me, probably. It's not one of my skills. Okay, you just kind of wanted to stay put. And then one of the things I did learn about making a recipe like this is to, whoops, I forgot about the bacon, is to pre-cook it in the frying pan, and then, oh, I want to do that. Put my oven on. Bake. Start. Okay, so I got my oven on also. I got my stovetop on and my oven on because I'm going to start this in the frying pan on the stovetop because I want to crisp that bacon up and I want to kind of seal them closed, okay? You are going to lose some of your cheese. That's okay. It's going to turn into the gravy. So I'm going to start it on the stovetop and then I'm going to transfer it to the oven to finish cooking because we need the insides to cook, right? But we want the outsides and the insides both cooked. So that's how I'm working on it. All right, so I'm gonna wrap that in bacon. This isn't a low calorie recipe, but it is gonna be delicious, hopefully. Okay. Whoops, my bacon is not staying on my chicken. I probably should have put 2 pieces of string on each chicken. Alrighty. One more. Okay, so once I sear this on all the sides to kind of get the bacon start, you know, crisp up the bacon and get my edges sealed, then I'm going to take the whole frying pan. Wow, that is a really small piece of string. That is not going to work. Need a much bigger one. I'm going to take the whole frying pan and transfer it to my oven, which I set at 350 degrees, okay, on the bake setting. So I'm going to sear it, then I'm going to transfer it to the oven and cook it for a while, probably 15 or 20 minutes in the oven. And then when it comes out, I will take the chicken out of the pan. I will add some chicken broth, the rest of that Alouette cheese, and possibly a couple tablespoons of Romano. And, okay, my pan's ready to go. Gotta turn it down a little bit. And make a gravy, because I got some rice going to eat along with this. So gotta have, you know, something to put on the rice. So that's pretty much it. Let me just wash my hands here again. Because, you know, you're doing chicken, you gotta wash your hands all the time, right? So if cookware is on your wish list, now is the time to get it. Let me give you an example of what Magical Host Math looks like. So this frying pan is normally over $200. And if you were just to get this frying pan, it would be about $120 if you host with me in November or December. So Magical Host Math, I'm sure you guys are familiar with that concept if you've ever hosted with me in the past. So let me know if you're interested. And this is a public video, so you can go ahead and hit share, and then your friends can see this recipe also. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great evening.